Hey, tell Joe Budden if he want me to go on the Joe Budden podcast, I'm with it. Just make sure that lady ain't there.
Shazam!
I'll be on the podcast as long as that. I'm gonna be nice. As long as that. I ain't even gonna say it. But as long as she ain't there, I would love to come on the show.
What's good, people? It's your boy The Kitchen. Now, what you just heard there was DDG respond back to Melyssa Ford's criticisms about him. Now, if you guys were under a rock, a few days ago, the Joe Budden podcast would cover a lot of topics. And one of the topics that they would cover was the DDG and Halle Bailey situation. Now, with this situation, Melyssa Ford was quite passionate about this, despite not knowing the facts. And she said that because she started out was saying, I don't care about the facts. This is what I think. And if you guys didn't hear that, here it is.
The only reason why we know any of this is because he is constantly online talking about it, and after the breakup being completely disparaging of her, making his claims, et cetera, et cetera. Also, when he went on, when he started talking about the fact that she was, preventing him from seeing Halo, he did this on his streaming platform with his millions of viewers, creating like a hashtag free Halo. What does that do? That encourages your audience to go to her and start bullying her without any of the facts other than the ones that you just presented, which are up for fucking debate. Whoever's right, whoever's wrong, it really is. It's gotten so fucking messy, nobody even knows. But my stance is he comes off as being so fucking wildly stressful to deal with after you've just had a baby. I'm standing 10 toes down on Halle's side. I don't even have to have all the facts. The fact of the matter is she had a baby.
That's
she has
on brand.
No,
Shocker. Yeah. Plot twist with
it's
this.
because that's just
I don't
how
think
I
you're
feel.
wrong, by the way.
I
Some
think
of your reasoning, maybe. It all seems like messy shit to me.
it is very messy shit, but at the end of the day, you have a young girl who's trying to manage a career, manage a relationship, have a baby, and then, there's debates on how long postpartum actually lasts, but it ain't 6 to fucking 8 weeks.
Now, I'm not going to hold you. The minute she said, I don't care about the facts, I kind of was surprised by Mel. Because one, she doesn't know Halle Bailey or their relationship dynamic. And two, she's never really been this passionate about any other subject before. But after this episode was put out, so many people came for Mel. They were dragging her. They were slandering her name. They were bringing up her past. They were doing a lot, I can't lie to you. Now, granted, she did say that she doesn't care about the facts. So she deserves the backlash that she faced. Because I'm not going to hold you. At the end of the day, the Joe Budden podcast is a very, very popular podcast, so you really have to watch what you say whenever the mic is in front of you. And it seems like Melyssa Ford recognized this backlash, and I think it kind of hurt her feelings because the next episode she would then go on to explain why she stood behind Hailey so quickly. And in my opinion, avoiding accountability that you were just wrong for saying that you don't care about the facts and then going on to explain why, because it was pointless. You really shouldn't have said anything if you don't really know what you're talking about. I mean, millions of people listen to you. You know what? Here's the clip.
I don't know.
I took a stance.
And what was your stance? I really don't know.
My stance is with her. My stance is the fact that they're both young. And they both, kind of like got into this whirlwind kind of romance or whatever else. And shit's going to play out online because that's just what fucking young people do. But the reality of the situation is that she had a baby, and a lot of the things that she probably did and feelings that she had, I made the assumption that he was antagonistic in a lot of the things that he's done. I felt like he weaponized his fan base by, doing the whole hashtag free Halo thing and whatever.
My homie called me pissed at you. I still don't know what he's, and again, I don't have the context. He was like, Mel thinks that if a woman's going through postpartum, that's an excuse to step all over my feelings and treat me like shit.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I also brought up the fact that she has a restraining order on him for breaking into her house, taking a picture of her bed to let her know that he's been in her house without her permission.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but the story that is being reported
is
he broke into the house because you were threatening your mental health.
Okay, we're getting.
So that's why you have these pictures of me in your home, because I was in there trying to save you when I got these cuckoo texts.
Okay, so
and let me just let Mark know that she opened with, "I don't care about the facts."
That was the only.
That's
okay.
That was the problem.
That was the part
that's
that
trigger people.
Well,
okay.
we gotta let her finish though, because a lot of women said that exact same thing. I don't care about the facts. I'm with her.
I said I'm standing firmly on her side. Okay.
Very.
Hold on, please. Let her finish.
Finish. I'm still trying to. Yeah.
It's just interesting to see how many men were like triggered by this kind of thing, you know. But.
And then while she was explaining why she felt the need to stand behind Hailey, she would then go on to gaslight the audience and bring up some pretty dark moments of her past. And if you guys didn't see that clip, here it is.
But I have a certain amount of empathy and sympathy and an understanding for her in a way that I didn't see a lot of people having for her. And so that is why I stood 10 toes fucking down for that fucking girl. Everybody up here can stand 10 toes down on something, and you attack their stance, but you don't attack them. You all love to fucking attack me in vile, disgusting fucking ways. And honestly, I don't really care. I don't give a fuck if you're not on my fucking bandwagon. Those that are, love you, whatever. But I'm not trying to convince nobody to fucking like me. But keep it fucking cute. Seriously. And don't attack me like that, because you don't know, especially when it comes to a woman's fertility. You don't know what she has been through, what she has gone through. You don't know if because I lost that child, it rendered me infertile. You don't fucking know. So that's my point.
No, so I hear it, and obviously I knew this already. You and I've talked about this. I know this for a long time. That's what I was alluding to maybe a month ago when you asked me what I learned from you about what to speak. I didn't want to speak about it directly because I didn't want to put your business out there.
Like, really? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you were just wrong. Just say you were wrong. And you take accountability. But that's the problem with Mel time and time again. And it's not because she's a female, because that's a funny joke, but it just seems like she won't take accountability for anything. And when she does, it's never as easy as her saying, you know what, I was wrong, my bad, I apologize. It's a whole bunch of word salad, it's a whole bunch of semantic, which makes for a boring podcast listening experience. How do you guys feel about this one? Do you guys feel like Mel was wrong in standing behind Hailey so early? Or did she actually have a right to stand behind Hailey because she'd been through something similar in the past? And how do you guys feel about DDG's response to Mel? Was it valid? Because in my opinion, I feel like it was. She kind of went against him off the rip without knowing the facts. But like I said, let me know how you guys feel about this one. And until next time, it's your boy The Kitchen. Deuces.